Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here and welcome back to our next episode of the SWE World Cup. We are back in Group B for a very interesting match where the top of the group, India, takes on third place in the group and the number one seed, Japan. Japan need a strong showing here to really put India back in their place and confirm themselves for a place in the knockouts. And here's our opening match of the evening. It is going to be Shinsuke Nakamura taking on the Great Khali. Now, in our first set of matches, Shinsuke Nakamura actually got a victory over Pete Dunne, and the Great Khali got a victory over Nick Miller. So both of these have won in their first matches. Now, the real big thing is going to be who wins this episode. This is a massive episode, this one, because this is the real fight, I think, with the England winning the first match in Group B against Japan 3-2, and with India getting a 4-win over Australia. I really feel like the pressure is currently piled on Japan here. They need a win. If they do get a win here and get ahead of India, then I feel like Japan should be okay, because essentially they have Australia in the last episode of the group, and that should be a pretty easy one for them, in fairness. In theory. Maybe. But hey ho. Anyway, first off, of course, we have Shinsuke Nakamura versus the Great Khali. Pretty interesting one. One that's a little bit out there. One that's maybe a little bit more even than some people might give it credit for as well, because Nakamura on this game is rated high 80s, and Great Khali is not rated as high as Nakamura, but he's still not exactly a mile away. I wouldn't say it's going to be a squash match, but I would say on paper you would expect Nakamura to get the victory. I am hoping you can hear me okay. I've slightly changed my recording setup because my microphone's not working fantastically well. It's got a bit of a funny cable in the back, and you have to put it in the right angle to make it record, which is always fun. But it means that I'm a little bit further away from the microphone today, so hopefully it is okay. And I can't get my pop filter to work either, so it's even better. I don't want to play with anything just in case I knock the microphone's cable again. So I'm not going to touch anything. I'm going to hope that this is okay, and I'm not going to touch a thing. That's the plan. Nakamura, I forget how long Nakamura's entrance is. It is very long. Luckily, I think Great Khali's is not as bad. I told you, it really does. He really does milk his entrance on Nakamura, doesn't he? We had in the last episode, wasn't it? It was Okada versus. Yeah, it was Okada versus Zack Sabre Jr., wasn't it? No, it was. Was it Balor? Yeah, Balor's is really long. There's quite a few. I think we did before. Did we do Nakamura versus Balor at some point? And the entrance of the two guys just takes so bloody long. It's crazy. And this is just allowing not CM Punk. Come on, CM Punk. This is CM Punk would have been a good shout for the American squad, actually, wouldn't he? This is allowing, of course, the Great Khali a bit more time to prepare. He's backstage, he's ready. Like I said, he got a victory in his first match against Nick Miller. And I think, my memory serves me correctly, did he also get the victory in the six-man tag as well? Of course, they won the six-man tag, but did he actually get the win? I think so, you know. And finally, the Great Khali is allowed to enter the ring after what was an incredibly long entrance. It's a really good Great Khali, this, isn't it, actually? I'm quite impressed by how good it is. A lot of the calls in this game are very good, actually. And then they've helped by putting quite a few of the entrances on it. I don't know why they just don't put these people on the game. Like, it would have made... I know they... What am I trying to say? I know they've got Jinder Mahal on the game now, so it's they don't need that Indian market from the Great Khali, but why not have both? I'd put the Singhs on the game as well. I really hope they do put the Singhs on the next game, because it would make more sense to have them. Because it would seem pointless not to have them, would it? Because I know they're only technically... Yeah, I know they're only technically managers at the moment, but they are actual proper wrestlers. I don't know why they don't let them wrestle. I know one of them's injured at the moment, but why not let them wrestle? Why not let them be part of the tag team division? They'd be quite an effective team, and it would be nice to see them actually do a bit for themselves rather than just being... Don't get me wrong, I'm sure they don't mind at all because they're getting TV time, they're on SmackDown, they're quite happy, but for me it just would have been more interesting to have them actually have a bit of TV time. I would have personally, right, and this is gonna probably turn some heads when I say this. I would personally bring back the Great Khali, and I would bring the Singhs in, and I would have them as a stable. The Khali, Jinder, and the Singhs as a foursome stable. They could be a great anti-American heel stable, which would work really well on Raw, and they could feud against the likes of John Cena, who is the all-American hero and this, that, and the other. And I think it would have worked quite nicely, but instead, I suppose they've tried now to sort of move away from Jinder's heritage a bit with his feud against the Roman Reigns and stuff like that, which is a good thing. I don't think they want to rely on his heritage, but at the same time, it's not a bad thing. Although I would love to see a bit of a 3MB back again, you know. Drew McIntyre's on Raw, Jinder's on Raw, Heath's on Raw. 3MB's got to happen. I reckon maybe at the Rumble or something. The Rumble, maybe the three of them end up in the ring and start to work together for a short period of time. That'd be awesome. As Khali controlling Nakamura here. If Japan don't get the win here, you know, they've got an easy last episode against Australia, but if they get too far away from India, then it's not going to matter. Because India could win this no matter what. This could be interesting, actually. Yeah, Japan need this win. They have to. Pin here by Khali. After that strike, not enough though. A big kick in the back as well. Khali pinching away at the shoulder. Nakamura now front chancery now into a flatliner. Nakamura now is starting to get some more control back. I don't quite know what happened there. I think Nakamura completely messed that up, didn't he, really? Nakamura back up on his feet now into a tornado DDT. Not sure where I got that DDT from, to be honest. It's one of those weird ones. I see people do it often. They spin around, they hit that DDT. It's like, why don't you just hit a normal DDT? Nakamura with a pin. Two. Only a 2 count. Nakamura continues this assault. If he can hit that Kinshasa, then maybe we might get a victory. But now going for an arm breaker. Nice. Of course, Nakamura does like to utilize that armbar as well. There's the pin by Nakamura. 1, 2, and a massive no. I thought that was going to be the massive 3 there. Boom, slamming the knee into the mat there by Khali, who now brings Nakamura back up to his feet. If Khali can get a win here, that would be huge. And I mean huge for Team India. Khali bringing Nakamura back up to his feet and sending him straight into the barricade. And now maybe Khali's found himself an idea of how to win this match. Just basically demolish Nakamura on the outside and maybe try and win by count out. It looks that way at the moment, doesn't it? But it's Nakamura now fighting. No. Nakamura gets back up to his feet and gets sent back into the ring. And oh, Khali maybe not looking to win this by count out then. But Khali is in control, taking Nakamura up. Oh, into an X-Plex. Khali, this is how he won his matches in the Australia one with that massive double-handed chokeslam. It's all coming back to me now. There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Nakamura kicks out. Wow. Wow, wow. This could have been shocking. If Khali gets the win here, this could really turn things for Team India. They're currently 2 points ahead of Team Japan. So if they can finish tonight's show 5 points ahead of them, like I said, no matter what happens, Japan could not catch them up. And Nakamura's going to hope that's not going to happen. There's the pin. 1, 2. Still only a 2 count. Khali fighting back. Clothesline. Taking Nakamura down once again. Khali just walking over the gut of Nakamura. Big kick in the spine. Another pin by Khali, only enough for a 2. Nakamura really struggling here against Khali. Khali sends Nakamura into the corner. But Nakamura pops out into a DDT. Nice regal plex by Nakamura. Can he turn? If he turns this around, that'd be an amazing result for him and Japan as well. Nakamura now in with a Russian leg sweep on the great Khali. And now Nakamura is stalking Khali. A boot in the gut. Followed by the Kinshasa. And he was too close to bloody ropes. Oh, Nakamura, you may have just wasted your opportunity. I'm surprised this match has gone so long, you know. This match has really gone for it. And Nakamura struggling here as Khali just compressing down the pressure points either side of the head. Khali taking Nakamura up into a sidewalk slam. And Khali stalking Nakamura. Takes him up. There's that big double-handed chokeslam. And Nakamura hit the back of his head on that turnbuckle. And surely this is going to be a victory for the great Khali. 1, 2, 3. Wow. India get a fantastic start to the evening with the great Khali picking up a victory over Shinsuke Nakamura. You heard that correctly. The great Khali just defeated Shinsuke Nakamura. Which makes it 1-0 to India on the night. That puts India on 5 points in the group altogether. And Japan are currently on 2. So India already 3 points ahead. 3 points ahead. If they can get another 2 points, then it's going to be pretty good position for them. And that still gives them... The thing is, even if they get a dodgy result here, they can still get through if they get a result against England. India are looking fantastic at the moment. And Khali is 2 for 2 now in this tournament. Real MVP for India at this point in time. Can the other guys keep it up as well? And here is our second match of the evening as Hiroshi Tanahashi takes on Sonjay Dutt. Dutt also got a victory. Yep, Dutt also got a victory in the first episodes. He got a win over Shane Thorne. And now he has a chance to build upon that. But I think Tanahashi is a completely different kettle of fish than Shane Thorne, to be honest with you. But this should be interesting. I say, Sonjay is going to get an opportunity to prove what he can do here. And who knows, with a few big results, Sonjay could really boost his reputation here in SWE and potentially get himself involved in bigger and better things. And for Tanahashi, we know Tanahashi is someone we're going to use a lot of. We always do. Tanahashi's a legend. But will he be able to get Japan back in this match here this evening? That's the big one. They're struggling. Say they're 3 points beneath India now in the group. However, remember they do have the 4th seed team Australia still to play, which could end up being a good 5-0 win. You never know. But also they've got to think about trying to win the group because, of course, the team that finishes second in the group is going to get the winners of Group A. And in fairness, even after their poor performance against New Zealand, I would still assume that the US will probably win Group A, and I don't fancy facing the US, to be honest. So if it was Japan, you know, I'm not quite sure that that Japan versus Australia, Japan versus US, sorry, would go very well for either side. You see Sonjay Dutt here, he is hyped. He is really ready to prove himself against some of the biggest names in wrestling, and tonight it's Tanahashi. I'm looking forward to this, actually. Maybe pretty good, and of course that does mean that we are going to see Okada versus Jinder Mahal in our final of the 3 singles matches. Again, another match that well, you would assume would go Okada's way, but stranger things have happened. We've seen it. I wasn't expecting the great Khali to get a victory over Shinsuke Nakamura, but here we are. Here the hell we are. And now here we go then. Tanahashi versus Sonjay Dutt. The bell goes. We are underway. And Tanahashi taking Dutt. I like Tanahashi's trousers. He always has some funky stuff going on, doesn't he? But it's Tanahashi. He's taking some control. Catching Dutt into that shin breaker. We've not seen many squash matches so far, which that surprised me. I thought we would see a few more, and I might be talking my words through there. There's a high fly flow by Tanahashi. 1, 2, and there is a squash match. Wow. That first match took so long, and Tanahashi just showing Nakamura how it's supposed to be done, and gets the quick victory over Sonjay Dutt. So I was saying that Dutt needs to show us what he can do and step up to the big challenges like Tanahashi. Tonight was not the case though. Sonjay Dutt showing respect, but Tanahashi completely whitewashed him. And here is our third and final singles match then, as Kazuchika Okada takes on Jinder Mahal. This match is currently 1-1. This match will not decide it, but it could really advantage either team to get this extra point. At the moment, India are 2 points ahead of Japan, with 3 still up for grabs here this evening. So India, if they get this victory and the win in the 6-man tag, India would need just 1 point against against England to really confirm their place. Which would be pretty good for them. It'd be pretty interesting actually to see one of these sort of teams go through. I mean, we're already expecting the big teams to go through. Like in this one, I firmly expected England and Japan to go through. But you know what? Just this India have really proved to me that they are a force to be reckoned with in this one. I think Australia are going to struggle. They've got a point against India, so they're not going to like be embarrassed too badly, but they could get embarrassed still. I think hoping for Australia they do get a few points just to keep them happy. But I really feel this this group at the moment is a three-horse race. India, England and Japan. The result on this one is going to be big. If Japan get the next few points, then all of a sudden I feel like it's advantage them because they do have the easier match against Australia last. England need to get a good result against Australia themselves in a few days' time. If they do, they could confirm them places through. I think if England get a good win, if England get a 5-0 against Australia, England I think would be confirmed as through. And then it's just basically between these two teams. That's the big one. But with Japan having the Australians last, I feel like they should get easy 5 points in that match against Australia. So if they do, then India's got to get enough against England to sort of stave off that last bit of offense. But it's easier said than done in some cases. So here we go, we're underway, the bell goes. Jinder Mahal versus Kazuchika Okada for the third point and the third singles match here. And Jinder is taking the early advantage in this one. Neckbreaker. And Jinder is doing very, very well. But Okada is back in this one. There's one of his beautiful drop kicks. Pinned by Okada, only enough for a 2. Okada getting in the back of Jinder. Oh, into a German suplex into the corner. Keeps the grip, rolls the hip. There's a second German. And the trifecta of German suplexes. But Jinder back up. I don't know. Again, it's another one where the numbers are in favour of Japan in this one, but they're not like incredibly one-sided. I think at the moment Okada's like rated like 93, and I think Jinder's rated at 88. I think at the moment. So yeah, on paper, you'd think it would be Okada, but things on paper on this game don't necessarily work, do they? Nice sit-out scoop slam there by Jinder, who now brings Okada back up to his feet, onto his shoulders. Okada fighting free, but Jinder gets him straight away. Up goes Jinder behind Okada. This could be dangerous. Oh, super backdrop. Wow. Pin by Jinder. 1, 2. Only a 2 call. A 2 what? Okada fighting back. Big knee in the face. Nice arm drag takedown there by Okada. I always think with these moves though. I said about earlier the tornado DDT. What does the what does some of it add to it? I know it just looks nice. I think that's the main thing of wrestling, I suppose. As long as it looks nice, we're all happy. That's the whole point, isn't it? Nice backdrop there by Okada as well. Okada now with the snapmare. Taking him down and seems to be in more control now, Okada, as the match has gone on. And there it is, then a tombstone pile driver. But Jin just got straight up like nothing had happened. I don't understand. How did Jin just get up like nothing happened? Jinder now taking, or being took up on these shoulders of Okada, but Okada taking Jinder straight down. So Jinder taking Okada down. There's a nice running. Was that a big boot or a high knee? I couldn't tell from this angle. But Jinder is in control. It's good back and forth. Nice by Jinder, who now stalks Okada. If Jinder gets this here, this could be massive. Jinder hooking it, looking for the callus, and slams him down. Wow. 1, 2. No, Okada's kicked out. Okada has kicked out. Jinder can't believe it. He thought he had the match won there and then. But it still continues onwards. Diving shoulder block there by Jinder Mahal on Okada. Jinder now bringing Okada back up to his feet into a vertical suplex. Jinder now into the pin. Only enough for a 2 count still. Nice elbow to the back there by Jinder, who's in firm control of this one now. Okada's had nothing since the callus, but here we go, back into it. But again, Jinder just takes him straight down. Nice there by Jinder, dropping Okada neck first, and say Jinder has dominated. Since he hit the callus, Jinder's just dominated. Okada springing Jinder off the ropes into that beautiful dropkick. And now Okada is starting to get some back into it. Tanahashi, the one man so far to really prove how good he is tonight. But in fairness, he probably did have the easier task in Sonjay. No offense to Sonjay, but he's a smaller aspect than what the other two guys are. Jinder is a quite accomplished wrestler now. Great Khali. Maybe not necessarily his ability, more his size makes him difficult, as Nakamura found earlier. As Okada once again looking for the tombstone, but Jinder saw it coming this time, slid out the back. Jinder now locking in the camel clutch, but I think Okada's feet were underneath the ropes. The referee makes him break it. Looking for the ace crusher, but Okada saw it coming and launched Jinder out of the way. Pin by Jinder once again. Oh, and it's getting closer. It's getting closer every time. Jinder, oh, looking maybe for a second callus, but Okada saw it coming, stalked Jinder, reversed it, and now Okada, what's he going to go for here? Looking once again for the tombstone pile driver and hits it beautifully into the pin. 1, 2. Still only a 2 count. Jinder can't believe it now. Sorry, Okada can't believe it even. Neckbreaker by Okada. Okada stalking Jinder. Hooks it in. There it is. The Rainmaker clothesline. There's the pin. 1, 2. What? Okay. Okay, there's some funky crap going on here today. I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. Jinder with a pin now on Okada. He's got his feet up on the ropes. Oh my god, I thought that was it. I really thought that was going to be it then. As Jinder driving the back of the head of Okada into the mat. Now follows it up with a running double axe handle. Okada clotheslining Jinder. Bringing him back up to his feet. Clotheslines him again. Okada now looking for the neck breaker. Again, it's not enough. Jinder taking Okada up, using that leg as leverage and slamming him down. Jinder showing some impressive ability here. But Okada's back up on his feet again. He just keeps trying to go back for that the tombstone over and over again, and it's just too much. He's just been caught out. Nice Death Valley driver. As Okada stalks Jinder once again. A point here for Japan would make things very interesting. But a point here from India more interesting, to be honest with you. Oh my, whoa, look at that for a full Nelson. That was some incredible height. There's the pin. Again, it's only enough for a 2 count. I cannot believe this episode. I really can't. I thought this was going to be a short one tonight, to be honest. So yeah, I thought Japan would walk through some of these. As Khali just slamming Okada into the turnbuckle and then to the ground afterwards. A boot in the leg by Khali as well. Who now locked in that camel clutch, dead center of the ring. Okada struggling to get himself to the ropes. And now Jinder stalking Okada, locks it in for another callus. There's the pin, and Jinder's got this surely. 1, 2. What? Oh my word. What is going on? What is going on? I just don't understand it. I do not understand this match at all. Nothing is happening as you would expect it, would it? The amount of just kicking out of finishes. This is possibly one of the best matches we've had so far in this tournament. And it's come from Jinder Mahal, believe it or not. Well, and Okada, but Okada has the ability to make anyone look like an impressive fighter, doesn't he? That's just the ability Okada has. He works on the best matches in history. Okada taking Jinder up, looking for a tombstone power driver once again. But Okada's not finished there. Brings him back up to his feet, hooks the arm, looking for He was looking for it, wasn't he? He was looking for another Rainmaker, but Jinder saw it coming. Jinder taking more control again, though. Jinder, big knee strike in the gut. But out of nowhere, Rainmaker clothesline by Okada. 1, 2, and 3. And there we go, Okada. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. I said my microphone was playing up, didn't I? Yeah, my microphone cut off there for a second. Yeah, what a fantastic match that was. Really, really good. Okada just has that ability. In so many matches, Okada just manages to help anyone else just levitate their ability so high up. And here we go then. We're moving into the big 6-man tag at 2-1 to Japan. If Japan get the 6-man tag win, that would be very, very good for them. And here it is then, that big 6-man tag to finish the episode off here this evening. If Japan win this one, they'll go 4-1 up at the night, which would put them ahead of India, with the easiest team, Australia, still yet to play. India need to win this if they want to finish ahead of... Japan. No? Yeah. Well, it don't really matter either way, I don't think, to be honest. It'll finish 3-2. If India get this win here, it'll finish 3-2. Which would put Japan on 4, India on 6. Japan has the easiest team, Australia, left, which should, in theory, be a 5-0 win. No offence to Australia, just on paper, it's pretty one-sided. If Japan get the win here this evening, that'll put them 4-1 up, which will put them on 6, and it will put India on 5. And Japan will still have that easy match against Australia. A lot of this is going to depend on what happens between England and Australia in the next episode. If Australia do well against England, then England could be at a disadvantage as well. But if England walk out of tomorrow's episode with a strong victory, then I think it will go down to the match against or between India and England, to be honest with you. I think Japan should be fine. Even if they lose here this evening, I think Japan should be fine, to be honest, because of that match. Well, I don't know. It's so tricky to tell, isn't it, really? If anything, if Japan lose this match, they would have lost 2 episodes and be on 4 points. But they should get the 5 in the final match, will put them on 9. Is 9 good? 9 out of 15 is actually not bad, is it, points-wise? So I said before, you can lose a couple of matches and still go through quite easily. We'll soon find out. It's too complicated to try and figure out, isn't it? It's too complicated. I'm coughing now. And we are underway then, everyone at it. I think Sonjay will be hoping to do a little bit better here, because Sonjay obviously losing so convincingly to Tanahashi was bad for him. It was bad for his confidence, it was bad for him in general, so I think he will definitely want that win. Or at least a good performance here. He's done better so far. He's got some dominant work here over Okada. Nice sit-out scoop slam there by Sonjay Dutt once again on Okada. Tell you what, Sonjay's dominating. Actually, all the Indian squad, actually, apart from Great Khali, who's being taken out here by Tanahashi. And Okada is back up on his feet as well. But there is a a 3-on-2 in the ring at the moment. Oh, bloody hell. Khali just demolishes Tanahashi. We've got a 2-on-1 inside the ring, which is clever here for India. They need this, actually. They can get this win, but in comes Nakamura once again. Nakamura catching Sonjay, but Sonjay sliding through. It's 2-on-1 inside the ring. It's not... Yeah, it's not going well here for Sonjay with just Okada and Nakamura in the ring with him. It's a pretty even match so far, to be honest. It's pretty back and forth. Nobody's really taken a dominant stance of yet. Nakamura, nice sit-out scoop slam. The Japanese team are in control at this point in time, but will it be sustained? Nope. Well, it is back in control now. You see Tanahashi slamming the head of Khali across that middle rope. Neckbreaker here by Okada on Sonjay, but Jinder Mahal doing well against Nakamura. You would have thought in this match that Tanahashi potentially would be in the best condition, because Tanahashi is the one who had a very easy match earlier on. And that should contain some of his energy. But Khali getting some offense back over Shinsuke Nakamura. Sonjay that just dumped to the outside, and oh, there's the chop there by Khali on Shinsuke. But Okada's catching Khali, trying to take some control as Jinder, wow, hitting that running knee strike on Tanahashi. Roll up there by Jinder on Nakamura. And like I said, if India get the win here, make things very, very interesting indeed. It'd be a great result for England as well, actually, because England, with that match against Australia coming up, yeah, that could be very impressive. Could really be good for England. I said to you, you want to try and finish top of your group because you want to avoid the match against US, and Khali almost had it there. Almost had it. But India are in firm control. He says as Khali rolls out the ring, but then Sonjay taking Nakamura up on his shoulders. Sent down a wasteland, and now Tanahashi fighting back, taking him over. Okada takes up Jinder, looking for a tombstone pile driver. Is that going to be all? Anyone going to go for a pin? Nope, they're going to continue the assault. Nakamura now with that regal plex, and it looks like Team Japan are now starting to take some more control, and someone needs to take advantage of some of the big maneuvers that are being hit, and no one's really going for the pins. This fucking microphone. Why has it started playing up all of a sudden? Oh, this microphone's going to be the end of me, I tell you. It's going to be the end of me, this microphone. I don't know what it is. Oh, I really don't want to have to buy a new one because it cost me 60 quid, this microphone. That's what I make in like 5 months of fucking YouTube. I can't afford the new one this month either. Damn it. Pinned here by Sonjay. Sonjay. Oh my word, Sonjay Dutt has done it. Sonjay freaking Dutt has done it. Team India has just defeated Team Japan. That is a massive, massive result in this group. Wow. Team England are cheering backstage right now. They are so happy with this. This is almost confirmed Team England to win the group. So Team India now have got 7 points on the board. Team Japan having 6 points on the board. Team England have 4 points on the board, and Team Australia have 1 point on the board, which you'll see. I'll put that up on the screen now. Actually, put it on the screen now, and I'll talk you through it again. Like I said, yeah. So Team India top of the group on 6 points. Team Japan second in the group on 4 points. Hang on a minute. I'll completely messes up my head. Right. I'm trying to do this off the top of my head. Right. Team India, top of the group on 6 points. 2, 3, 2... no, on 7 points, sorry. 7 points for Team India. Team Japan, second in the group, on 4 points. They're 3 points behind Team India. So if Team India can pull 2 points out of Team England in that final match, then India could qualify in this, you know. Team England in third place on 3 points. But of course, do have a game in hand against Team Australia, who are bottom of the group on 1 point, which will be our next episode. That is going to make things very, very interesting indeed. India throwing a real spanner in the works for Japan, and it's going to make things, like I said, very, very interesting moving forward in this competition. Japan could get knocked out. However, a strong showing against Australia, which they should have. If they get a 5-0 win over Australia, all of a sudden Japan are right back in there. But like I said, if England versus India is a high-scoring, even match, then Japan could be saying bye-byes, which would be a massive, massive loss to this tournament, but would be great for some of the big clubs that no longer have to face them. So anyway, guys, I just want to apologise about my microphone cutting out a few times in that episode. It's just a pain in the backside, it really is. But I hope you have enjoyed it nonetheless, and of course, if you have, please do hit a like, and of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.